all right. Yeah, I think that should be good enough in terms of the audio there. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so with the welcome, gentle people. Sandra Uchiha here, back at it again. The end of the first quarter of 2026. Can't believe the time they kind of just fly by so fast. It's crazy. But yeah, man, they are at it again. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 32. Interesting times. Now, I mean, I don't think I've been spoiled at all. I think I only saw one image of Boruto holding Sarada. And of course, the official, you know, preview images on the official Naruto website. But apart from that, I don't think I've like had any like major spoilers when it comes on to this chapter. Hopefully the audio and everything is going good. So yeah, shout out to everyone. Of course, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you thought about the chapter. I hear that's actually like really hype, like some Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki or Baryon mode type of hype. So I'm actually very curious to see how that's going to go. Let's check some over here. Saying OBS, everything on the CM. All right, so I guess without further ado, let's get into it. Yo. All right, so I have to admit, but it's the I saw the cover page here initially when, you know, constructing the thumbnail, and like, why does Ikimoto have to draw Daemon like this, man? Why does this man look like a total menace, bro? Like, it's actually crazy. Yo, the man just look up. He just looks so, I don't want to say off, but like absolute menace, absolute, like, I'm the strongest, well, not ninja, but for lack of a better term, I'm the strongest ninja in the modern era, like that Gojo type of energy, bro. Yo, it's actually funny. Yo, it looked funny, dog. Like, the cover just looked funny to me, bro. Yo, this is actually crazy. All right, let's get into it. All right, did you just say to leave these intruders alone? That's right. Listen, they're supposed to start moving real soon. We've been ordered not to stop them. Roger. Thanks. Keep watching for any civilians who haven't gotten out. You hit me first, scum. Did not, I'll kill you. Yeah, tried. Hey. You. Boruto. Relax. We're conceding. There's too many of you. You'll just outlast us. Huh? So we're gonna share Ada's location. Over this way. Follow me. Okay, interesting. Shikamaru's plan in action. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, Boruto flying. Woohoo! For real? Alright. Kawaki. Once by Kawaki heading out. They're all moving out in the same direction. Here too. Every single one of them is heading due east. Mr. Amado, how? There are several possible explanations. It may be that they can share visual or auditory information with each other, or while each Mamushi can think independently, there might exist a single collective consciousness governing the entire swarm. A single collective consciousness? Everyone, assemble in Sector A East. I'll meet you there with Mamushi in tow. Alright. Hey, a piece of friendly advice concerning Ada's little brother Daemon. But, I mean, again, this should be interesting to see the nuances of this now, because, again, Mamushi is, you know, built from bugs, so I would imagine he should have memories. He's her bodyguard. He protects her. He has limitless superhuman strength. He's demon-like, like his name. Daemon. No matter what you plan to do with Ada, you can't avoid dealing with Daemon. You get me? It's all too obvious that you'll face Daemon's fury if you devour Ada without doing something about him. So I suggest taking Daemon out first. That's what I'd do. Okay, interesting that Boruto would tell him this. But I'm assuming again this is part of Shikamaru's plan. Okay. For some reason, I know quite a bit about him. That damn brat. Okay, see, this is the little nuance I was saying I was looking forward to, because again, it makes logical sense. If you're made from bug, then you should have his memories or knowledge about, the things he knew about. It's his palms. He's dangerous. When both his palms are touching someone else, that little devil can reflect all sorts of things. If he senses even the slightest intent to kill. Hey, he totally knows about Daemon's ability. Divine Tree must be instinctually accessing Bug's memories, because I knocked out a bunch of his teeth. About 200 total approaching from all directions. Every Mamushi is converging around Boruto. Good, it's going as planned. While I don't know how they'll act towards Daemon, I doubt they'd flee with Ada standing before them. Nah, they're not gonna escape, not a single one of them. We're almost there. Sarada, how many Mamushi can you round up at one time with the Ohirume? Probably 30. No, I think I can do 50. Listen up, everyone. First, go all out to shave their numbers. Once there are fewer than 50, I'll give the signal to wipe out the rest in one fell swoop with Ohirume. Sarada, you preserve your chakra until then. Roger. 1 second, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, back at it. Roger. In case of missed targets, Kawaki and Himawari, since you can strike wide paths, well, wide swats, have your big attacks handy. Okay, yeah. Almost there. Are you all ready? Alright. Here we go. Boruto arrives. Woohoo! Man, get excited, dog. Alright. Fly, sis, fly. Gross. Alright. No. Out of my way. You move. I'm first. They're fighting each other. The fools. Alright. Ada. Almost. Grab onto her heel. And then... Wait. Grabs onto her heel. And then he's about to chomp down. But... I feel like Ikimoto not show that too clearly, the effects of the reflection right here. Then again, since their intention isn't to kill you, I can't reflect them unless they come after you directly like that last one did. Their flight speed is greater, so they'll catch up eventually. Alright. Can you go low? I'll face them on the ground. Alright, Daemon out on a boat. Bada bing, bada boom. One going through, kicking off heads. Damn, brats. Daemon going through. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. He reflected. Crazy work, bro. And yo, that's a good thing. If all of them have a collective consciousness, technically, if one thing, even though they act independently, if one kind of thinks about, like, I don't know, biting off Daemon's head, like multiple of them, well, shouldn't all of them, like, technically just get the end result of the reflection? Whoa. Alright. Here we go. Boom. Bro, Daemon going in. Alright, fling them back. Are you guys even trying? You ain't getting anywhere with her without taking care of me first. Die, brats. Imbeciles. Wait. Hold on. He gets back to Ada. And then they all go pop. Wow. They're going down in droves. We're already at almost half of the original 200. That's crazy. Daemon took out 100, almost 100 Mamushis already, dog. All in less than a minute. I would imagine there's like some, I don't know, something that's going to flip the script, something surprising, shocking at the end of this, because it's kind of going smoothly. And Mamushi, I mean, even before this, all things considered, like, he wasn't really looking too impressive either way. So watch it, fools, don't fall for his taunts. Boruto coming in, dumb as they are, don't give them time to think. Come on, let's wrap this up. All right, Mitsuki finally getting some screen time. Daemon is a go-to character, can't lie. Yeah. The man have the Gojo energy. Mitsuki going in with the snakes. Kawaki in with the key blast. Alright. You know, when this gets animated, this is gonna look pretty cool, because I know they're going to expand the fight scene and make it seem like, yo, everybody's like on board, getting their time to shine. You have Himawari coming in. 70, 60, nice. Guys, keep it up. We're under 50. Go, Sarada. Mangekyo Sharingan. Let's go. And then Bada Bing or Hirume. And then did it not work? Well, I mean, as predicted in my video, I did. She only had like one more fight, but Sarada. Hey, what's going on? What is it? What happened? Sarada lost consciousness. Wake up. Alright, then it multiplies more. They're multiplying again. I'd heard it consumes a huge amount of chakra, but Delta, did Sarada already use Ohirume some other time today? Yeah, but it was just the once. Then again, she did seem a bit unsteady afterwards. Damn it, it was while we were offline. I didn't think it would be this draining. Come on, bro. Like, dog, you guys supposed to have all the data on like Mangekyo Sharingan techniques. Of course, this is new. This is new, to be fair, but you guys should know that Mangekyo techniques drain like a lot of chakra already. Yeah, wait, big up. Mom Swagon, Daemon. Testing. Phew, that was close, but thanks, because as a result, you all ignited my innate survival instincts. Damn it! And then Kawaki going in again. Pay him no mind, just keep on multiplying. Not a chance, scum. Wait, what? What the hell happened? He overheated. Damn it, he used too much power. Hey Kawaki, get out of there now. Wow. Come on, this is so dumb, bro. Well, I kind of like this because we get to see the limits of Kawaki. Big bro. Alright, Delta. Isn't this kind of turning really bad? Boruto, is Sarada alright? I don't know. We're currently at around 1,000 and still climbing. Oh wow, I mean in there, come on, dog. And then Kashin Kochi doesn't say anything else. Okay. I don't know, Akarza. I wouldn't say this chapter was necessarily hype. I thought it was okay. Well, let me get my thoughts together. For the most part, because you know me, I like looking at the nuance and stuff. So to me, this chapter was okay for the most part. All right. I do like, in the grand scheme of things, that, you know, things have been kind of going pretty, how should I put it? They've been going pretty well for the main cast, like, since Mamushi invaded, outside of the overwhelming numbers, I'd say. But for the most part, like, Mamushi hasn't been looking like too impressive in the grand scheme of things, and things have been going well. So this is a nice switch up for the story, for the tension, for the engagement, right? So I'll give that to the chapter. Of course, getting to see Daemon, you know, finally do something and get to see his reflection being used on a wider scale, I thought that was pretty cool as well. But and I'm kind of taking some of these points here now, what I'm gonna say now, from Mello, where he was basically saying, like, you know, again, certain characters were able to, you know, fight against Mamushi, and it's just like, by comparison, it's like just for argument's sake, no. If Chocho can put up a decent fight against a few Mamushis, like, if anybody else does it really seem impressive? And this is not to really put down like Chocho, but I'm just saying, like, relatively speaking, is anybody else getting the jump on a Mamushi like impressive at this point, right? Of course, before getting into this arc, and them kind of setting the foundation that, of course, you know, the more he divides, the more he multiplies, the dumber he gets. So you could actually make the argument that, yo, some other characters could manage to get the jump on him, since he probably won't be able to, you know, infuse chakra to put up his defensive or act the way he should be acting if it was like a one-on-one, like one Mamushi versus. But again, you still have to go by how, like, what we're being like shown, right? It just doesn't feel impressive. So Mamushi wise, it's whatever. But again, yeah, I did like seeing Daemon in action finally. I was hoping to get some more abilities maybe from Daemon, maybe Ada, who knows, maybe next chapter, never know. But all in all, there was that. And I like the nuance of even like Boruto telling Mamushi about Daemon, because I think there's, you know, you could look at it as, you know, this is part of Shikamaru's plan, but there's also the way you can look at it like even with how strong Boruto is and how strong I personally believe Boruto is, it still says something about the power scale between like Kawaki, Sarada, Boruto, and Daemon. So it does seem you could probably infer from Boruto's like statement hyping up Daemon at the start that, yo, this guy is he's still the one. he's still number one. So there's definitely that. I would be interested in seeing a Jura versus Daemon. So who knows. But this chapter kind of felt like it went by pretty fast, honestly. I do like that a lot of the other characters, which has been the consistent thing from this arc started, have been getting spotlight. I like that Mitsuki got like a 1-2 attack in as well. So there's that. So, but I would say it's an okay chapter. I wouldn't say it was hype. Who knows? Maybe when the anime comes and adapts this, it will actually like be really, really hype in terms of how they kind of direct and expound on the fight scenes and all of that. So yeah, pretty much. But again, in terms of the whole argument or discussion in terms of how the characters are looking and relatively speaking to each other, like Mamushi versus Chocho, Mamushi versus Daemon, like, to me, it just feels as expected when it comes on to Daemon, to be honest. Because right now, outside of Jura, like the Shinju, they don't really seem impressive to me, to be honest. It was hype because of Daemon, to be honest. We haven't seen him do anything into Blue Vortex. Yeah, that's understandable. But I mean, right now, I mean, it's cool seeing him in action. I mean, he's got that demon energy, that Gojo energy. I do like it. It is very fun to watch him. I will give the chapter that. But I'm talking like outside of that, when you talk about like the whole package when it comes on to this, right? It might as well be Daemon fighting an army of codes. Like, so I'm just saying. I am literally just saying, dog. It might as well be that. But yeah, as I said, again, I do like that a lot of the characters got like their time to shine. A little panel here, it's very engaging, very dynamic, which, you know, continues the trend, continues the one of the main positives of this arc. Of course, I do like the flipping of the script, things not going according to plan, so that the tension kind of escalates. And, you know, with Mamushi over 1,000 now, or approaching 1,000, so anybody's guess what's going to happen. And of course, the usual gimmick of Kashin Koji, seemingly based on how it ends, how it's drawn, you know, the cloak over, he more than likely knows something and won't tell. So that in itself could be set up for more conflict between not just, maybe even the entire, well, not the entire group, but like Boruto and Kashin Koji and Inojin and Kashin Koji. Because while Boruto may be a bit more patient than Inojin, well, while he would be more patient, but Inogen, I can see things kind of blowing up in terms of the camaraderie or just the cohesiveness of the group going forward after this, more than likely. So yeah, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen. I mean, Kawaki's overheated, Sarada's out of it. Boruto, while powerful, 1,000 Mamushis, even though Mamushi isn't really that impressive to me, but the numbers game is, it's going to be kind of rough. Kind of rough. I mean, yeah. And I imagine maybe Boruto himself might be reaching his limit, maybe. Or maybe he might unlock something as well. Himawari is still in the game. She could probably spam some Tail Beast bombs. So there's that. So yeah. And outside of that, as I was saying, the whole nuance of Boruto kind of hinting towards essentially Daemon being #1. And just the whole nuance of the meaning behind Daemon's name, because you know Boruto is in that era where there's a lot of like computer jargon, and Daemon would be like another way of like saying like computer server, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess they're confirming in terms of the translation what his name would really come to is like quote unquote demon. Or I don't know if Boruto is just kind of making reference to like the pronunciation itself rather than the meaning. So yeah. All in all, I thought this was an okay chapter. Like to me, this is like a 6.5 to a 7. I don't think I could go higher than a 7. Really and truly, I'm kind of leaning more towards like a 6.5. It had some good points, as I said, but outside of that, I think the underwhelmingness of, if I can really say it like that, of Mamushi is really what's kind of killing it for me. You know, it's like it's whatever. It's just like, yeah, it's really just the numbers, really and truly. So there's that. And of course, I do like the nuance of them kind of highlighting that, you know, yeah, what I suspected, that the Shinju can draw from the memory of their respective hosts that they were, you know, developed from in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I don't know, I thought it was okay. it really is okay. I don't know what you guys thought about the chapter, but you can let me know. I don't think it was anything too revolutionary. I am definitely looking forward to seeing what next month has to offer. And again, yeah, the cover page still looks funny to me, bro. The man just look weird, bro. Like a total menace. It's actually crazy. Yo. But that's the thing when it comes on to hyping chapters from, especially with the pacing of like the manga was like, a lot of persons have been waiting to see Daemon in action since Blue Vortex started, but it's like, just feels like more of the, even though it was engaging and fun, admittedly, but it just feels like more of what there's nothing new that we really got. You know, we kind of get to see more of the whole reflection thing, which is pretty handy in terms of fighting an opponent like Mamushi, but outside of that, it's like, So, yeah. But I don't know, what would you guys rate the chapter? Mamushi art might end next month and Daemon might reveal his other powers. Where are we? This is the final chapter for this volume, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm willing to, even though the idea of it ending next month might be a thing, but I'm kind of willing to bet that this arc might kind of wrap up more so in chapter 34, really and truly. I think that might be more the speed, because of course I think next chapter the fight will continue. We'll probably, next chapter, you can click me, we can probably expect like a Boruto flashback with him and Sasuke. Probably Sasuke will be warning warning Boruto about the whole issues with the Mangekyo losing its lights. Maybe Boruto has something on him for for this moment. Pull out the Batman utility belt, you know? Because I would be shocked if Sasuke himself... I feel like it'd be odd for Sasuke to be talking to Boruto about the Mangekyo Sharingan in that flashback, and there's not a piece of that flashback that we haven't seen before where Sasuke tells him about Sarada losing her vision at some point. But this is actually crazy, fam, that, you know, Sarada is already out of it. Again, just referencing even the video I did with Sarada and fixing her eyesight I put out on Monday, I believe, where, you know, I was kind of comparing it to Sasuke, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just being half Uchiha. Maybe just not as much chakra, to say the least. Because Sasuke, yeah, we all know Sasuke was spamming this thing, fam, before he fully went blind. And even when he went blind, basically, he wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna collapse. So, that's the thing. That is the thing. It's much stronger than other MS. That's true. So, yeah, it could be a case for real. That, the Ohirume, or Ohirum, however it's pronounced, probably might take more chakra than other techniques. So, could be the case of that for real. I'm actually impressed with Daemon's speed, because even with this section here, kind of switch over to this. Even with this section here, when he kind of kicks one in half, then throws. Oh no, he's already, yeah, I'm already in front of Ada. Didn't realize. But yeah, the point is, I would be surprised if it wasn't like something that Sasuke told Boruto to like keep in mind for Sarada when the time comes, you know. So there's that. And of course, the big thing with Kashin Koji now, right? I mean, because he's obviously hiding something, so, just to ensure that things go according to plan. So again, I'm kind of predicting some more group tension even after all of this. Or who knows? Maybe Momoshiki will come in and say, "Yo, fam, there's this technique I have. You should use it. You should use it. You should do something." I don't know. So that's crazy. But what's interesting, what I will kind of praise Mamushi for, is that the rate of multiplication or division, because he was what, basically at 50, under 50, and then in less than a minute this man multiplies to 1,000 plus, or approaching 1,000 and climbing, which is crazy, honestly. So yeah. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe his reaction means something good might happen. Not expecting it to be the same reaction in chapter 29. I mean, maybe. Because obviously I would imagine the future has changed. But this could just be intentionally kind of setting things up, and yeah, it might be something good, but you know, I like to think it might be something negative all the same. But this wasn't a bad chapter still. It's okay. It's okay. In the grand scheme of things, I think like when it comes on to like the argument for like Mamushi and him getting Daemon, like maybe like the counter argument, right? Which kind of, I think is a good counter argument for like, all right, the main argument for other characters being able to help out in this arc is the Mamushi clones getting dumber, right? And you know, I think that's a good foundation. But I think the counter argument, when you compare it to like the days of Naruto, like, would you think one of these Mamushi clones are dumber than, say, the Ten Tails during the Fourth Great Ninja War? I mean, obviously the Ten Tails had some kind of, you know, perception to recognize things and all of that, and really and truly Kaguya was kind of merged into it. But Like, would you really call like these things domo? And obviously not the your average shinobi isn't gonna be able to fight the Ten Tails. And the issue is that narratively speaking, Ikemoto would have us believe that these Mamushis are stronger than Jigen, right? So unless you're gonna tell me Chocho made that jump in 3 years, which again, it's kind of like I was kind of trying to explain our talk to Mello and the Cloud Ninja podcast guys when I was on one of the pods. Like that was kind of after the whole Sarada versus Ryu thing, and I was expressing my concerns, fam, because narratively, the story is gonna start walking this thin layer of ice, or this thin line between like the power scaling being complete, like just you have to turn off your brain to enjoy it in terms of the fighting, and it actually making sense. So yeah, but it is what it is. Not stronger than Jigen. I mean, I like believing that they're not stronger than Jigen would make my mind make my mental would be good for my mental health. But I don't know if I'm like narratively, it just feels like Ikemoto wants us to believe that, you know, that they're stronger. But I don't know. Because Boruto versus one Mamushi, Quote is stronger than Jigen, and I would imagine each of the Mamushis don't have anything. Each of the Shinju don't have anything to fear when it comes on to Code. That's how they kind of portray it. So I'm just saying that this is what I mean when I say narratively speaking. The impression that Ikemoto is giving is that each of the Shinju are stronger than Jigen. But I mean, if it's a case where this is just like a wrong assumption on a lot of people's parts, including myself, it's one case I will definitely be glad on being wrong, to be honest, because it would help things flow a lot better in my mind when it comes on to the power scaling. And you know, a lot of persons would probably say, oh, there's more to life than power scaling. But again, this is a shonen battle manga, right? So it's kind of crucial. Just saying. But anyway, I think that is it for me. I'm gonna warm up some dinner and watch some cute title card, Invincible. So yeah, definitely that. Shout out to you guys, Akarza, Mums, Wagwan. Shout out to you guys and gals for coming out. Of course, leave a like, share out the stream. Let me know what you thought about the chapter. And of course your predictions and expectations for, you know, chapter 33 and beyond, really and truly. So still don't think Ikemoto portrayed the whole initial reflection here clearly. Is that I'm just like art blind. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, subscribe. Sanjay Uchiha here, and I will see. You know, I actually don't look too bad. My head big, but I actually don't look too bad. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Respect for coming out. It's always a pleasure. So yeah.